This week on BDTV. Now that masks are mandatory again, there are no more smiling faces seen as you walk through the Ben Davis halls. Student athletes need to stay hydrated as we continue to work hard this year. The state fair ends this weekend. Have you been yet?
Welcome back to BDTV.
I'm Candace Robinson.
And I'm Nyla Jones. Your favorite anchor duo is back.
Nada Jeffrey.
Woo, with some ways to avoid the crowded commons.
What's up, party people? It's the end of our second week here at Ben Davis High School, and as you may know, there's some bad mojo in the commons.
There's too many people in the commons. People can't get where they're trying to get.
But it's not just all fun and games up in here. Mad rapscallions be missing their classes because of this place. So say it with me, y'all. Just say no to roaming your boots through the commons. And now to the Grand Reporter Nyla, giving you alternatives.
With everyone back, the hallways have become more crowded. Many may be finding it difficult to get to class on time. But do not fear, for Nyla is here to help you find some alternate routes to get to class on time. A big problem is stopping and standing in the halls. Although it is great to be back and see your friends, stopping causes congestion. Passing periods are 5 minutes, which is enough time to get to class. If you are late, you will need to get a pocket tracker. Beware, there are consequences for getting a numerous amount. Always be cautious of others when you are turning or making an abrupt stop. Try sticking to the right side of the halls, similar to driving. Also, practice walking with a purpose and heading straight to class to reduce crowded halls. There are many new students to the BD building. It may seem intimidating due to the size, but it's really just a big rectangle. If you are lost, ask a teacher, and they will happily point you to the right direction. You'll know your way in no time. Now, let's get into some alternative routes. You're probably thinking, due to the commons being the central area, it would be faster to take that way. Not exactly. There are stairs and hallways like C, G, Y, and X hall that aren't as busy and usually get you to class faster. Let's all work together to make this thing a little better. Nyla Jones, BD TV.
As of Wednesday, August 10th, the mask mandate is back in full effect here at school. You are no longer recommended to wear a mask, but we are required to have one at all times in the school building or on a bus.
I'm taking the approach that we're going to do whatever we have to do, right? There are things that we can control in life and there's things that we can't control. And whether or not we're mandated to wear masks is not one of the things we can control. We can control how we respond to it. We can control our attitudes every time that we come to school or we come to work. And that's what we're doing the best. That's what I'm doing the best that I can with. So I come to work and I teach the same way with the same energy, whether I have a mask on or whether I don't.
I think it's actually what I expected for us and how we were going to start the year. I've been wearing a mask since we returned, just to protect others, to protect myself, just to kind of model that behavior. Honestly, I think it's the best decision for everybody since we can't really disclose who's vaccinated and not vaccinated. So I think it's better and easier on everybody to just wear the masks because we're used to them and it'll help keep all the cases down and protect people.
As we continue the school year, please remember to continue your social distancing, wearing a mask properly over our noses, and washing our hands. Stay safe. Kalini Valerio, BD TV.
Now to Emmy to help our seniors with their college applications.
College applications are opening up, so you know what that means, Giants. It's time to get serious about this whole college thing.
I plan on applying to Columbia College of Art and Design, NYU, which is like the dream, and Pratt Institute of Art and Design in New York. I'm planning on majoring in music and film production and screenwriting.
And just because your applications are in doesn't mean that your job is done quite yet.
I'm trying to get the Common App out of the way, get that done with all my SAT scores and stuff so that I can start working on a portfolio and my resumes before all the deadlines.
Keep an eye out for scholarships and make sure you're gathering materials for your resumes and for your portfolios. You've got this, Giants. Emmy Bugler, BDTV.
The greatest gymnast in the world, Simone Biles, won the bronze medal in the balance beam but skipped the all-around competition at the Olympics. She wants to focus more on her mental health, which is more important than anything. We've asked a few of some of our own staff and students on their thoughts regarding mental health and some of the things they do to focus more on that.
Disappointed on a selfish reason. I mean, I want to see her perform to so great. But then I was relieved, satisfied, even have more respect for her to be able to communicate her concerns with mental health or physical health with the twisties or with things that she said she had.
I think we're in a time period where mental health is very important right now. It's very important that we reflect on ourself and take care of ourself. This whole thing with COVID has made it even more difficult and raised the stress level, I think.
Really young males, I mean, some like we have such a hard time asking for help or saying, hey, this is what I'm dealing with, and talking out our emotions and having people listen to us until we get to this point we just boil over and explode. And so it's okay to not feel healthy. It's okay to ask for help, and friends and peers, it's okay just to listen to someone and communicate that you hear what they're saying, and not necessarily I have to solve this problem for this person, but just to be heard is healing in itself.
Say Do So, BDTV.
This week's weather has been pretty great. Now to Amari with the forecast for next week.
Thanks, Nyla. My name is Amari Phillips, and this is your weekly weather report. Today, Friday the 13th, your Giants football team travels to Westfield, with the high being 88 and a 40% chance of rain. This Saturday and Sunday will be a great opportunity to get out and have a cookout with the family, as it is forecasted to be in the mid-80s all weekend. And as for next week, it's forecasted to be in the mid-80s as well, with high humidity. With that being said, with temperatures rising and the heat index hitting 100, here is Nira with important tips to stay hydrated.
With things heating up, people tend to forget the importance of hydration, especially our athletes.
When we exercise, we sweat, we release a lot of water, and there's some other ingredients in there as well. And so when we lose water, we got to put water back in order to get our bodies not only back to normal, but to make sure that we're at an optimal range for athletes. We always supply water to our team. Some have water troughs that shoot out water on the grass fields, and then we've got some coolers for some other teams that might not have access to that. We also keep water, bottled water and Gatorade in our room that we can sell kids for a reasonable price. You want to make sure your hydration is at its peak point, and so by doing that, there's a lot of work you not only have to do during practice and after practice, but also before practice as well.
Some pros of hydration are preventing infections, organs functioning properly, and delivering nutrients to cells. Some cons of dehydration are headaches, lightheadedness, and lack of concentration. Remember, COVID is still around, so make sure to have your own water bottle and to not share with your fellow peers. Nero Sanders, BDTV.
This week on Ben Davis Athletics, our football team travels to Westfield tonight for a scrimmage as they prepare for their first game of the season against Brownsville. This Saturday, the girls' soccer team faces Southport High School at home, while the boys and girls cross-country team participate in their first meet of the season. And the volleyball team travels to Beech Grove. This Tuesday, the boys' soccer team plays Perry Meridian at home, while the volleyball team travels to Brownsburg. On Thursday, boys tennis has their first meet at home, while volleyball travels to Cardinal Ritter.
Be sure to come out and support all your fall sport athletes. Now to Zion with some fashion tips.
Media has a huge impact on the fashion industry. Many great creative trends have rise from it, but with fashion trends becoming shorter, it has created pressure within people to keep up with the constant change. This leads to the overconsumption of clothes and people resulting to options like fast fashion to cater to this need. Fast fashion is the mass production of cheap, poorly quality, disposable clothes. This includes brands like Shein, Fashion Nova, Zara, Forever 21, and more. It should be noted that fast fashion does have lasting effects on the environment, like being damaging to the environment, fast fashion businesses having unethical work conditions for its employees, and stealing designs from small businesses or designers. And a way to combat this problem is to shop more sustainably. But I want to note this is not to discourage anybody who shops fast fashion, because someone may be in the position where they want to shop more sustainably but can't because of the situation they may be in. I personally try to buy less fast fashion for most of my things, except for things like accessories. Some ways I try to shop more sustainably is going to thrift stores, garage sales, or flea markets. When you buy secondhand, not only are you saving money, but you're also stopping the excess flow of clothes being produced. Buying less is also another way. Before you buy an item, ask yourself, what can I wear this with something that I already have? Or do I really need this? Repurposing your clothes is also a way to help this problem. There's a huge stigma around wearing your clothes and that you shouldn't do it, but I'm here to tell you that clothes is meant to be worn more than once. You can easily turn your old clothes to more stylish ones, or just mix it up with clothes that you already have. Those are just some ways to shop more sustainably with this huge fashion industry and all these coming and going trends. I'm Zion Mamadou, BDTV.
Hey there, Giants. My name is Delijah Marks, a senior here at Ben Davis, and this is this week's community calendar. August 17th, there will be a Giant Speakers Call-Out meeting and an esports call-out meeting. Make sure not to miss out on those if you're interested. August 19th, there will be a straight A drive-through celebration. Congratulations to those participating in it. August 23rd, students will be advised to put their student parking passes on their vehicles. Please don't forget to do that. On August 25th, there will be a senior college planning night from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Seniors should make sure to attend it. Lastly, SATs are starting back up on the 28th of August. If you didn't sign up before the July 30th registration deadline, you will have to wait for the nearest next date. That was this week's community calendar. Delijah Marks, BDTV.
The Indiana State Fair is open. Are you ready to ride some rides and win some prizes? There's going to be a very special guest August 20th, John Stamos with the Beach Boys. After you're done riding some rides and winning some prizes, sit down and enjoy a funnel cake with a side of chocolate salted caramel milkshake. Get there before it ends August 22nd. Hattie Lewis, BDTV.
Hi, my name is Candace Robinson, and I am one of your Purple Rain leaders. In the past, our student section hasn't been the greatest, but this year, we're making it fat. Our goal is to get as many students out to support, have fun, and get lit with our student athletes. Around the school, we have posted flyers, as you can see. All you need to do is scan the QR code to get reminders on any upcoming sporting events and themes. You can also follow us on any of our social medias. Our Twitter account is at BDPurpleRain, and our Instagram is at BD.PurpleRain. Go Giants!
So, do you have the spirit? Do you have your gear? The last scrimmage is tonight at Westfield, and the big game against Brownsburg is only a week away.
Thank you guys for tuning into this week's newscast, and remember,
if it's about you and me, it's on BDTV.